Hey Ivan, what are your thoughts ahead of the clash against Melbourne?
Well, for as long as I've been doing this job, the Melbourne Storm have been pretty much, if they're not the benchmark, they're very close. The Roosters probably hold that mantle these days, but the Storm have always there or thereabouts over that round about 15-year period. So it's always a tough game, obviously, but something to look forward to, all the same. So always a great opportunity to pit yourself against the Storm. So no different for us tomorrow.
Ivan, hi, it's Mel Woods from Melbourne AAP. Craig made sort of special mention of Api and the influence and impact he's had on your team. How have you sort of seen how he's settled in?
Yeah, Api's had a huge influence on our team, not just, I guess, the team on the field, but off the field. He's brought some experience and leadership. He's got a good sort of day-to-day dispositions, always happy and as well. On the field, brought a lot of direction, toughness and, a lot of threat as well. So, yeah, he's been a really good addition to our club. I was fortunate enough to coach him back here in 2015 and I really liked working with him then. And so it's great to get him back and he's doing a good job for us and I think he can continue to improve as well.
Hey, Ivan, it's Alicia from NRL.com. Just your thoughts around Dillon Edwards returning. Obviously, it's been a pretty tough trot for him. How's he tracking this week? And without pointing out the obvious, what does he bring to the team that you might have been missing in the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been a long wait for Dill, so he hasn't played since last year. A couple of just untimely injuries, really. He had a really good pre-season. So he got injured late in the piece there, so he missed the opening of the season and then trained really well through the COVID break and then picked up another little injury on his return. So although he hasn't played, he's certainly done a lot of work, got a lot of miles in the legs and he could have played last week, but we decided to just give him another week's preparation. So he's actually looking sharp on the training paddock, but the game's a different thing. I guess like any player who's been out for a while and hasn't played under the new rules, he's going to have to get a bit used to that. But I think the increase in ruck speed will favour the way Dill plays. I'm not expecting miracles from him this week, but I think the new style of play will help Dill. It suits what he's good at. So yeah, certainly hoping that tomorrow and then down the track he can add something to our team, which I'm sure he will.
About comebacks. How are you looking at managing Tyrone May? Because I think he's available to come back next week, but he won't have played for so long. How do you see that playing out?
Yeah, that's true. He played one reserve grade game before the Canterbury Cup finished, so he's obviously hasn't played for a long time. The way we train allows us to try and be as, certainly these days, and every club would be the same, the simulation you can do at training these days has improved so much over the years, so you can, at least that's something, but it's nothing quite like playing games. But all in all, we'll just have to see how that one pans out, how he's training, whether it's we feel like he can add to the team, but it's going to be a process for Tyrone that is a little hard to map at this point. We'll just have to take it by as it comes.
Hi, this is Michelle. Just want to ask you about the confidence you have from obviously playing Parramatta in that tight match, now taking on Melbourne. Got to have plenty of confidence out of that last start.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty consistent through our footy. We're producing so far each week. We're producing a consistent game that gets us in the contest and gives us a chance to win the game. Last week was no different. If anything, we probably had more than enough opportunity to win that game, but learned a bit, a valuable lesson as well, where just sort of took our eye off the ball for a little bit there, and Parramatta are going well enough and have got enough strike power to put on those points, and then all of a sudden the game had changed. But yeah, we definitely got some confidence out of that game, and all the games we've played so far, we feel like we're improving as a team and as a club, and we'll need that and more tomorrow night. But another good chance to put in a performance that's first and foremost consistent and gives us a chance to compete in the game.